Welcome to Untouched Sounds. I'm your host, Kieran Thompson. In this episode, we're profiling three-piece band Rival Boys. They have a brand new LP out called Mutual Feelings of Love, and they're amazing to see live. We chatted with them about playing with different bands on one bill, their influences, and their take on the competition within Toronto's music scene. Sometimes you guys get thrown onto a bill where there's, different kinds of styles of music being played, and the difficulty surrounding that.
That's definitely something that happens to us often, I think, just because you can get very different impressions of us hearing certain songs and certain other ones, and also our live show is different than the record, and some people are surprised at how aggressive it can become, and so, you get put on bills where you listen to the act or the artist and you're like, oh, I think we're going to have to not play this song and not play this song and not play this song because we know that we're going on at 9:30 before a singer-songwriter and the audience is going to be really, they're just going to be upset.
We really tried to stop taking bills with bands that we really feel like we're not suited for. At first, I think we were sort of like just going for any show that we could get, trying to play as much as possible, but now we really are more interested in playing shows with bands that are sort of more, play loud music.
Soundless Apprentice is a Nirvana song from the In Utero album, which is my favorite Nirvana album. When we made our first MySpace page and we listed, you had to list your sounds like, and it felt almost like too on the nose to credit them at that point. Like it was uncool somehow to it was too obvious to say like Nirvana was an influence. But I didn't want to not say that they were an influence because they were. So I just chose a specific song as an influential song on our songwriting and song style. I guess, but it's not something we really talk about, necessarily. We share music with each other, but we don't, have band listening parties where we, listen to somebody's record and try and, divine inspiration from it.
It is a huge amount of competition just between bands that are really, really good bands. There are a ton of amazing bands in Toronto, but only a fraction of them will ever get, any kind of notoriety. It is kind of daunting, but at the same time, we're really enjoying doing it, and it's the thought of that daunting thought is not going to prevent us from playing shows or pursuing more recording or anything like that.
When you wake up in the morning, I think after playing for several years, you learn to not have any expectations. I think the most exciting thing is just when you get to play a new song for the first time, and see how many people, the way people respond, or play your oldest song at the end of your set, and there's people there who know it. That's the thing that really gets me fired up and wants me to keep playing shows.